Good morning, Scopers. What's going on? It's Gary here. Just wanted to share something really cool with you that I was reading this morning that I thought was really good. Coach Sam, how are you guys? It's Gary from Toronto, and I'm just going to shoot a quick scope today because I am just getting ready to go to a class. Yo, man, what's up? Just get ready to head out to a kickboxing class. I actually teach kickboxing on Tuesdays. I got a group that we meet up at noon, and we just hit the pads and have a lot of stuff. Peace, love, and green. What's going on? Thank you very much for all those hearts. Thank you very much for sharing out here as well, too. I just wanted to share with you something really cool. 7 secrets from successful people that will open your mind out there. And I appreciate you sharing out your followers. There was a quote there I was just sharing just now that says, "You have brains in your head, you have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself in any direction you choose." And that was done by Mr. Dr. Zeus. Sometimes, I work from home. I've been working from home full-time for the last 7 years. I'm a full-time father, a martial artist. And I use the internet to be able to actually leverage my income. I left the corporate world. I was a corporate drone. And, said I wanted to live life on my own terms. One thing I realized is that sometimes you got to set your own direction. And, the good thing is you're your own boss. The bad thing is you're your own boss sometimes, so you got to kick your own butt to keep you going. A lot of times when we bring people in and we coach them, people need to be told sometimes what to do. Do you know Bruce Lee? Hey, I was one of my mentors when I was growing up. Love that guy. I grew up on a farm wanting to be a ninja. Watched him and Chuck Norris and fell in love with the martial arts. That was my first thing because I think we had 2 television channels in our farm. We had one of those old antennas. 75 years this year. Yeah, I think he is. I think he's like 75. Yeah, if he was still alive, he'd be 75. Great, one of those guys at our time that sort of started a revolution that just going in there. Yeah, 1940. His wife and daughter are still around as well too, but his son died really quick. Here's another one that Robert Kohler had said. It was a secret to success, and success is the sum of small efforts repeated day in, day out. You met his wife and daughter. That's awesome. I studied with the Calais, the sticks, with one of his students. It's pretty cool. I like doing weapons and things like that. Las Vegas, nice. This one right here, and what Robert Kohler was saying was success is the sum of small efforts repeated day in and day out, which means that, we are the sum of our habits. Your habit or motivation is what gets you started. Your habits are what keep you going. So when you can develop successful habits, you're going to be able to actually do the things that you need to do. When I was scoping yesterday, I was talking about the goals that you need to have each and every day, and you got to be specific in those goals, and you got to follow the actions that follow those goals. It's a big thing, because that's the difference between producing results and not producing results. We had an amazing, incredible day that most people would be like, what? But it was a production, it was an outcome of something that we put in motion. Hello from Russia. How are you? So we're just talking about 7 secrets from successful people that will open your mind. Here's another one from, I'm going to Canada next year. Nice. I'm in Toronto. Look me up. There's 7 secrets from successful people that will open your mind. And this one was by Arthur C. Clarke from Moscow. Nice. The only way of finding limits of the possible is by going beyond them into the impossible. Sometimes, people, oftentimes when they're trudging new grounds, especially entrepreneurs, they have to have this uncertainty factor. It's talked about in Tim Ferriss's 4-Hour Work Week. Everybody's done that. You think about some of the greatest minds in our world have actually spoken about, doing the impossible, because they're doing the things that people said that couldn't be done. Hello, Elaine. How are you? And, one of the things that you got to do is finding the limits of the possible and going beyond them, stepping out beyond your comfort zone, because you'll never know unless you know. And it all starts with reframing your thinking and thinking about the solution, not the problem. Recreating the box, not stepping outside of the box, but thinking about that. Innovation. I'm talking slower. I'm a fast talker because I've got to go jump into a class. But I wanted to shoot a quick scope. And we're talking about 7 secrets from successful people. I'm a fighter and a warrior. You know what? Now I'm a dad. I'm too old to step in there. I'm in my 40s as well too. So, you know what? I just like to train to, you know, balance my mind, let some steam off. I can teach my kids, and I can focus on, you know, keeping myself in good shape. Here's another one by Winston Churchill. He said, "Success is stumbling from failure to failure with no loss of enthusiasm." I'm never too old, I know. I know. You know, and that's the thing, is always young. I'm always young up here. You know, I got a few mentors that are, you know, later in years, and they say they're always young inside here. Sometimes their bodies, you know, start to feel things. I'm feeling great, but, you know, I'm not going to go in there and get into fights. My kids would just hail that. Yeah, you got to fail like 10,000 times, like Thomas Edison. He created the light bulb, and most people don't know this, but he failed about 10,000 times. But the amazing thing is that he created many things along the way. And, you know, he said, yeah, I'm going to do this no matter what, no matter what it takes. But, you know, think about if he quit. He never quit. He always had that enthusiasm because he had the idea, the impossible dream put in front of him. Here's another one from Zig Ziglar. And he said, "People do not wander around and then find themselves at the top of Mount Everest. You hit what you aim at, and if you aim at nothing, you'll hit it every single time." It's consistency, yes. And that's the thing, is you got to set these big, 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 absolutely monstrous goals. The weather is beautiful today. It's fall in Toronto, so we got some amazing colors. Everybody's getting a cold. I've got a cold. My daughter was homesick yesterday. So still getting over these colds as well too. Aim for the moon. That's right. Aim as high as you possibly can and dream the biggest dream that you can, and stretch your dreams and stretch your imaginations, because, you know, like you said, if you're aiming at nothing, you're going to end up nowhere, right? You got to have those big things. You think about every successful person that's out there. Here's another one. "Sooner or later, those who win are those who think they can." And that was Paul Tournier. Those who think you can. Those who think you can't. You were in Russia? No, I've never been in Russia. Love to visit, though, as well, too. Flying to another planet. That's right. Keep those dreams up there high, great coach. Great Coach Sam. I love that, like, username, my friend. And here's the last one. "Success is not the result of what you know. It's the result of what you learn. You are the combined sum of everything that you put into your mind on a daily basis." I've been listening to audios anytime, my friend, anytime. I've been listening to audios for many, many years, and you know, it's one of the things I practice mindset, because I know it's the more I put inside of me, the more I can trickle outside of my relationships, my family, my you know, the environment, the friendships that I have, my team that I'm building. But it also elevates me to a different level as well too. And you know, there's this old saying that says, "You don't know what you don't know." And there's many things that we don't know. Just ask your spouse if you have one, because my wife tells me all the time what I don't know, right? Thank you for sharing, my friend. Thank you very much for jumping on. I really do appreciate all those comments, and I appreciate all those hearts as well too. But it is, you know, success is not the result of what you know, it's the result of what you learn. And what you learn are the lessons that you take out of this. With every failure, it is just feedback. It's a setback, but it's also something that you can use to learn from and understand later on what's going on. Because it's just one more reason or one more thing that may not have worked. You know, when I was learning online marketing and mastering PPC and, you know, video marketing and things like that, I can't tell you how many times I failed on it until I started producing results with it and started to understand what I needed to do. And it's the same thing. You got to have that big goal and aim as high as you can. So I encourage you today on this Tuesday to aim as high as you can. What be the time? It is 11:02 a.m. So I got to get rolling, because I got to go down. I got to go punch. I got to kick some stuff. What time is your Ned Tuck? Oh, do you know Potvin? I don't know Potvin. I didn't know what you said. Class time. Oh, it's 12:15. But it's downtown Toronto. I'm on the burbs right now. It's down by, we have a condo down there as well too. So I got 12:15 till 1:15, and then I'm gonna go kick some ass. Yeah. All right. I appreciate you guys. Thank you very much for tuning in. Thank you very much for sharing. Thank you very much for, you know, all the hearts. I appreciate you guys. I love you, and we'll see you in the next scope. Take care.